Welcome gamers to episode 5 of this Let's Play series of Dune Spice Wars. My name is DasTactic, welcome to the channel. This series is sponsored by Shiro Games, the developers of Dune Spice Wars, so thank you Shiro Games. And there is a link up above where you can actually go and grab the game if you so desire, and also down in the description. Right, let's just continue on. Before I get started, the reason I started on the screen is the game has actually updated a couple of times since my last recording. There's been some tweaks, like balance tweaks to the various factions, so every faction has had some change to it. There's certain things that now, like we'll get nothing that's really impacting what we've done so far, so we'll just be able to keep on sort of rolling on forward. We're still sort of in the early part of the game to a large degree, and also there has been some bug fixes as well, been a couple of little patches that have come out. So we're now playing on version 1.0.3.28257 just for the sake of making sure, because I mean, not that I expect things to be changed dramatically. I think the biggest change was from early access to launch, with the way that the whole, all of the different mechanics sort of really did change dramatically at that point, but it's now just bug fixes and tweaks. All right, let's get into it. Let's do a quick summary of where we are. It always takes a long time, particularly with these sort of games where there's so many different mechanics that sort of then do collide. It's been interesting. I've been talking about the game a little bit on my chat tactics sessions on Mondays, like live streamings and things, and the feedback overall is that this is really an amazing game if you know the lore of Dune. This really does just tick so many boxes in regards to the book, which it really does. Like it's I'm sort of, I always like to just make sure it's not just me that are thinking these things, and so when you guys, like the community, actually is giving that same sort of feedback as well, I'm heartened by that, because I have read that some people wanted the old Dune Command and Conquer style game sort of be remade, but it's nothing to do with the lore of Dune. This really does really pay enormous respect to that lore. Anyway, let's get into it. We have one harvester which is currently working. Are we going to be able to see where it is? No, not quite. It's down here anyway. It's over here somewhere. There it is, working away. We do actually have worm sighting, or sandworm detected, but that was over here when our troops were moving up into Evoland. So we've got so our troops were walking up through the sand. There is a sandworm detected in through there. Back over here, we've got a new Landstrike Council. This won't come. This is nothing we can do just yet. We can't actually do any voting. So what we're going to do is we are going to. Now we've got a couple of things. We've got labour rights. Every used command point increases. Yeah, this will then disappear in 10 days' time when the vote goes in. But 3 days we have to wait now before we can actually vote. So we'll come back to that one when it's time for that one. We've only got the one spice mine. Our goal at the moment, and hopefully for this episode, is to claim this spice in through here, which means that Haywan will have to be sort of one of our targets. This is 118 at the moment, but we're going to have more owned villages. I'm thinking of going from here, which is our next target, so Lamwas, which is 100 authority, to claim that one, and then straight across maybe to get Zamara, and sort of then create like a bit of a block, and then use Zamara to then come back down and capture Haywan. So we've got a lot of time required to sort of then build these up. Once we get there, we are pretty much then got the rest of this sort of blocked off, which I think will be positive. Yeah, we've got a zone in through there, which is just part of this area through here, which is not really anything that we can do anything with. It's just rubble, and it's not really a colonizable area. These others we can then sort of start to swing back around. So I'm thinking that this becomes our, from Evoland through here, we sort of set this one up as a defensive base, back in through here, set up that one as a defensive base. And then we should be sort of okay. I would love to get, maybe we even go to Haywan first before we get this one, for the simple reason that it does block off the bottom sections, which we can then pick up at any old time. And it also then does give us the spice, so we can have a second spice operation sort of running at that point. Well, that's actually what our plan actually is to take on Lamwas. We do have enough authority to actually go and claim it, to take it over. So let's do that. And that will probably be about as far as we need to develop with the game in terms of our orders. Now let's just go and use our initial basic units. We do have a couple of Fremen mercenaries which don't recover health, so I want to use them sparingly. So I'm just going to use my first group. We do have another fencer unit. Where are you? Fencer unit. Was it down the bottom here somewhere? I can't remember where I actually had left that one. Not sure why it doesn't actually show us where it actually is. Disband, champion unit, hold position, shuttle. Yeah, there's nothing much we can do. There it is there. Okay, so it's at our Aldar. Now, we're sort of half expecting that this will be like the end. I did want this area, but the Fremen have now taken this area over. They've got the spice mine back over in here. Nothing much we can do about that one. We've got enough plascrete. We don't need the plascrete from there. So we're sort of leaving the Fremen behind. We'll try to become friendly with them over time, I think. And then we can just focus on House Harkonnen, which are also expanding fairly aggressively. So let's just go and get these first three, and then we'll take some of the others in with us. So let's just go and move them across the sand. We use the Fremen a bit more sparingly. We'll just unpause. Now what we want to do is make sure that we get off the sand because of the sandworms that are around the place.
Better to die than disappoint you.
Muskets are loaded.
Now they're fighting.
Sharp as a needle. Look at them.
It's just getting behind.
Poor stance.
We'll obey your wish.
Bring the Fremen up now. I want to get off the sand. They're taking out the destroyers. Just getting up on one at a time.
Ready for battle.
So the Fremen will actually then help with this fight. Squire is struggling, but we're doing okay here. So I've sent the fencer in on its own. There we go. Now we're inside this little area. Let's now just go back across and annex this particular location. We don't get much for this. We do get a little bit of extra solarium. Is that what it's called? Solari. So we get a little bit of extra solari from that particular region. So that will be useful. Leave these where they are. Leave the other Fremen back in through there at this stage. And this one we probably don't have to worry too much about getting protection if we can get Zamara at some stage. Still sort of searching. We haven't come across the Harkonnen forces yet. I think we might come back and go straight across into Haywan. So we're going to have to walk across here first. Now what do we have in here? This is Abandoned Imperial Station. So we get 20 Solari production per research hub in the area. That would be good because we're going backwards at 11 per day, which is a fair amount. Our stockpiles are actually okay. I could actually just go and just tweak that slightly just to make it so that it's... Actually, that's pretty much now cleaned that one up. Let's just pause again. We now actually have the Landstrat Council vote is now available to us. And so we have a few different things here. So Imperial Audit. So we gain 30 Landstrat standing. I definitely want that for myself. At the moment, we are doing pretty damn well. The others are still up in the middle areas now, Harkonnen and Atreides. Atreides is going to get another +5 in the next council. But we're a fair way ahead, and the more of that we get, the better. The other one we have is Scientific Congress, so military development's completion speed is increased by 50%. That's not bad. If this resolution passes, all factions who have voted for it are granted 10 Landstrat standing. So again, let's just put minimum votes in there. Let's just go and throw 10 in there to support that particular one. If we have a bit of a look at what's going on, the decline, yeah, no, that's okay. We just want to support. There's nothing else really going on there. And then we've got the infrastructure control. So the elected faction gains -50% building construction costs and -50% building slot costs. Again, a good one, but I think I want to go more and play the political game. And so I think I'm going to put most of my... Now, I've still got a fair bit of... actually, House Atreides has got the same amount of influence that we've actually got. House Harkonnen doesn't. Let's go and place this one fairly high. Let's say 100 in there to try to gain that standing. And then we'll just put a little bit in here. So we'll put 80 in there. So we'll try that and see how that one actually does work. Hopefully we'll sort of get the other houses or the minor houses to then just supplement this a little bit. But that should be enough to stop House Harkonnen, I hope. in both instances. We'll see how we go. House of Treaties. I don't mind if House of Treaties gets one of those because they are coming behind everyone else. So that is fine. So voting will happen in a few days' time, and then we've got a new village controlled. So now we have Lamwas. Definitely want to get. Now we've got the manpower is actually going fairly well. So I'm just going to go and cross and grab. Now we're going -10 because we're just replenishing those squire units. Let's just get basic militia, range militia, and probably just maybe even heavy militia here. You can see it's just chomping away at the manpower in that instance. Now this location does actually have this here. So if we go back across, allows for the construction of processing plant, which will then give us more money. So the processing plant is here. The upkeep is 4, but we get +20 Solari production. So definitely want to go that way. And so we eventually do want to get Samara. Let's just go and place that one where that is. Okay, that's good. That is good. Now there was another one. We're going to create another area that was going to be a. We were going to surround something. And I forget which one it was. Just to make sure that we could then end up getting a sanctuary, because they really do enhance what does go on. And I can't really do it there. That's the. There's nothing much we can do. Yeah, we don't have any other options really at this point in time. We'll eventually have a lot of these things surrounded over time. So really now this becomes the big issue. Now this one here, if we get it, we get another ornithopter. If we go and send a military unit in to investigate, or we get intel. Not going to help me much, to be honest. But I think I do want to go this way and pick this one up next. Now we need to wait. So we're at 53. This one here is going to cost me 133. So I've really got to wait another 80. So we've got a fair bit of time to wait. So let's just wait where we are there with these different units. Let's just unpause. Now we've got the next one. So construction complete back over through here at Haladad. Now this one here, we've got the different sorts of buildings that we actually have. We do actually have a research hub now finally. We've got ourselves a wholesale market, processing plant. This one here, we've got the former smugglers. So plus 10% resources from pillaging villages. Yeah, we don't need to do that one. Scientists. So we'll get +1 research hub limit and 20% research hub resource production. So this is a good one for us to do what we need to do. Yep, so we do have like reduced upkeep in through this other side. So we're now going back at -13 a little bit until we sort of get other things under control. This one here, we do actually have the processing plant and the wholesale market. So we've got a fair bit going on. This is 12 upkeep. I just want to get on top of the money before we go too far with anything with this. Chowan we can't do much with. So we've got 45 shares here. I don't want to be buying, not when I've got such a small amount of money. Because the other thing we want to be doing is actually having a look back in here. If we get the second district in here as a military district, we then pick up Master Armourers, which will give us a little bit more armour to our military units. And if we then go and have a look at this one, the ones that we actually have, we can't get the Choam branch just yet, requires Choam integration. This will give us a better spice exchange rate. And we get extra maximum spice that we can then sort of store up in our stockpiles, but let's not worry about that one. Harvester works. We get plus 5% harvester gathering rate. Don't think we'll worry about that one. And then we also then have the Mason's Guild, which is plus 20% plascrete production, which would be okay, and plus 10 Solari production in fully built villages. And we have 2 fully built villages back through there and there. This one here is not there yet. What do we got? We've got a processing plant back in through this side. Again, we've got more money coming in this way, or Solari coming in this side, wind traps. Our water usage is fine at this point in time. Plascrete factory. I mean, the other one we could do would be to go and just get the other one that just gives us a little bit of a boost along. Could definitely go that way, I guess. One building slot to this village. Actually, am I in the right location? This is the economy, not the military. So this would be 2 economy. It's this one here, 30 Solari production. Complete a district with 2 economy buildings to gain 1 stack of this bonus. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Just we get 30 extra Solari, which would be quite handy actually. So it's the economy building, not the military. So we've got 3 here for military eventually. So yeah, that would be good if we could just get a bit more money. I don't want to have too much else happening in through this other side just yet. We'll just keep things sort of developing along. And Landstrad Council vote. Yep, we've done all that. We can just leave that one out where it is. New village controlled. So we're building this one up. Just building all these different things. Let's just unpause. Now it's just a waiting game, waiting for the for everything to sort of develop up.
Ready for the hunt.
I don't know if I want another ornithopter. I could actually place it.
Nowhere to
I
hide.
might throw it on the. We get better production if we put an ornithopter in with the if the spice harvesting. Here we go. Trade request. So you've received a trade request from House Harkonnen. So what do they want?
What do you want?
They will give us 468 Solari if we give them spice and plascrete. I'm going to decline this, even though I would love this. It's just that the spice is worth a lot more than what they're wanting to offer. So we'll just decline. We do want to end up at war with them. We're still sort of heading towards the middle of the game, so we're still a little way off. Our hegemony, yeah, we're 1,000 ahead of Harkonnen at this stage. The vote will go in fairly soon. All right, what do we got? We've got research now. Now we went that way. We've now sort of come back through this other side. Now we've already got a bit of a boost here with war banners. Produces 2 manpower, non-mechanical units in the same region as the at least 1 war banner. Generate health 100% faster. That could be useful later on. The Manichean propaganda. 1 extra militia slot. Other factions lose 5 influence when killing an Akazi militia. That would actually be good. Influence certainly has a big bearing, and then we've got native artisans through here, but this is more if we end up with masterpieces increased relation with sieges in the same region. That wouldn't be bad. We're going to start to get them fairly soon, actually. The sieges aren't that far off. We've got down through here, information levels rise and fall 50% faster. Let's not worry about that one so much. Stealth gear, 20% of operations intel. Let's leave that one alone. Cultural tourism. What have we got over here? This is charm integration. So +1 agent slot and charm information, so we can grab that one. Cultural tourism, we get each sanctuary provides +10 Solari production and +5 water. Unlocks a trade agreement treaty. Again, that would be, I would love to get this, but we really just don't have any options at this point in time until, like, that's going to be better later on. +10 Solari production per controlled special region. We don't have any special regions at this stage, so that's not going to help us. Army logistics. This one gives us the military units gain +1 armor. Unlocks the barracks building and advanced outpost. And then we've got martial perfectionism. So this one here we get +5 command points. Can choose to pay, the command points are down through here, which we don't need either at this stage. I think we might just go this way because we don't really have anything that's really desperate. So let's just go that side. How are we going with the votes? 2 days and then they vote. And we're picking up the authority quite nicely. Okay, let's have a quick look at this one in here. So we can just go across to this particular one and just claim our reward. Resolve. This one is slowly sort of getting back on the back from everything else. Now we're still a little way, it's not quite time yet. Let's just go back and place this ornithopter. There's an Atreides ornithopter now in our regions. Let's go and place this one to just look after this particular location here, this harvester. The harvester has got 2 crew there already, so we'll just get that one just to sort of, that's important that we keep the spice flowing. Now we are picking up the authority very, very quickly, which is allowing us to expand quite quickly. We've now got this house. This one is still not quite done just yet. Let's just unpause. Just let it get its health back up again, and then we'll just move across this big long sand area and take on this next location. Manpower going at +8. We are losing a fair bit of Solari until we sort of get these buildings built. Okay, construction now complete back in through here. That's then going to give us a +3 overall. We can then go and grab the wholesale market, which will give us another +4. I don't think there's anything else we can really do in here. Counts as 2 buildings, yeah, that's okay. Wind trap. Actually, what is the wind? It's only 4. Wind is fine where we actually are, so I think we're actually okay with that, with what we've done already with wind. Wholesale market, we'll just throw that one in as well. And we're up to 85. When we get to about 100, I'll then send the team off. These guys have all got what they need back in through this other side. Just double check and see how we're going. Yeah, so they're basically just helping with what we're doing through here with the spice. Getting a little bit extra coming through. I'll wait for the yeah, we're up to 93. There we are, Landstrike Council. Okay, we've got that one. House of Treaty's got this one, which is fine. I'm happy enough with that. And support did go through. So who voted for this one here? Harkonnen put 35 in. Treaty's only put 14 in. But we end up with this one here. Now, we're getting closer to being able to get some of these, I think. So we need to have 303 Landstrike standing. And we haven't spent enough of that one. Judge of the Council, 303 there again as well. 303 out of 350 there. Sorry, no, we've got 303 already. So we're now into the high tier. So we've actually got more than enough for both of these. We don't have enough for this one in here. And Water Sellers Union, this one we've got enough there, and we're producing almost enough water. Ooh, +2 Solari per positive water. Let's go with that one there. This is the Water Sellers Union Charter. We've got Eye of the Council as well, where we do have enough there, but we haven't assigned enough agents. We don't actually have enough agents just yet to be able to do that one there. So if we look at the espionage, we've only got the 4 agents out at the moment, but we can eventually get those. I might just pause and think about this. The water is, if we go back out and just press I, we can then sort of see the the wind levels. Now we've got wind of 5, all the way, they're all 5s down there. There's a 6 over here, 3 up that way. The best ones we've got are we've got the 5 here, which we've already made use of. That's where we're getting most of our water from. And we've got 6 in here. But I think we've already made use of the water here, haven't we? Yeah, we're getting 12 water from there, and we are getting 10 water from over here. So we can't get any more water from that side. I might leave that information on for a little while. Getting one of the 4s would actually work out fairly well if we wanted to, but we can get a 5 here. And I think that would actually ultimately be better. So let's go and send this whole group across. Now, I'll do it in 2 waves. I'm going to send this one across to start with. I'll just give them the orders to move along with the fencer. This one here, I'll sort of send that one off afterwards, and then we've got the that's the squire there. I don't want to send the Fremen mercenary just yet. Just send that one to there to start with, and then the squire will then move across close to sort of start the fight. Now, what have we got in here? Only 2. Only ranged militia and militia. So it's not. We should be able to do it just with those 3 and leave the Fremen back this way. So our Fremen is, yeah, still got 500. As long as it doesn't start the fight, it should be okay. All right, well, let's unpause and let that develop. So this is good. So we've actually now hit the standard. Now we end up with getting the high standing tier. We get plus 100 maximum influence. We do, now what was that one? That was the Landstrat Council results. We've already done that one through there. So we're getting minus 10% chime share buying price. We can get those cheaper, but we need to get and build other things back in our capital.
Ready for the hunt.
Let's move this one off to the side. I might leave this one just to sort of help out, just in case. But this is going to attract sandworms. Got so many different people now coming through this little area.
You honor us, fair lady.
Did you find us new sparring partners?
I'll take that one. Okay, unassigned agent. We're up to 5 now. Now, where are we going to place this one? We don't have any more that we can do. It requires infiltration cells to get to the next Harkonnen one. We're getting better intel back in through here. So we've got Harkonnen we do actually have some information on. We're sort of seeing what they can do. Maybe House of Treaties or the Fremen. Or back into one of these. Let's give us manpower and intel. This will give us Solari. Actually, that one there. Let's generate some money. Actually, what do you have? This one is a recruiter. So 20% agent recruitment speed. So that's just any old place. We've got Landsfraud as well. This one does give us the extra influence. But we'll go with the extra money. The money is the thing that sort of now that's gone up to plus 18. That's fine. I was going to say I love the system of the spy, the espionage, and I do actually. So that was just a Freudian slip. I really like it a lot. The way it sort of does work out. So we're up to nearly what we need.
Yes. We won't fail.
Come on, get the Fremen back in there. They haven't lost anything just yet. Their supplies are going down. And they go. Take this guy out. Now, I've timed it slightly incorrectly. Nothing I can do here just yet. So we'll just have to wait for this to get up to 133. So we'll just wait. Now, ongoing siege. Yep, that one's fine. So it's just going to stay there. Construction complete back up through here. So 4 that we have, I think I'm just going to leave this. Getting plus 22 Solari now, which is handy. We'll get even more fairly soon. I've got to say that, yeah, the combination of the different mechanics of the game are exceptionally good. Don't think the supplies are going down at all. Here we go. What do we got? Development research. Okay, so we've now done inspiring standard. We've got parts production down through here. Now, we don't actually have any mechanical units. I don't think we've got any that we can actually produce just yet. Actually, we do. We've got the assassin now. So professional, execute any non-mechanical unit in one attack, then disband. Yeah, we don't want to be doing that as such. I think I'll just keep things out. We do have the war banner. Requirement. It requires fuel cells. Okay, so that actually does require fuel cells. The knight requires hegemony bonus 10k. So we need to get to 10k. We're at 6.6, so we're a little way off getting that one as well just yet. So I think we're actually okay with what we have. This, you can see this ornithopter is now working with the spice gatherer. Yeah, there's nothing much else we can do there really. Now, so where do we want to go in here? Where do we want to go? That would give us even more spice. Let's go this way. In fact, we'll go that way entirely. So we'll just allow that one to sort of develop up. Ongoing siege until we get to 133. So a couple of days. Couple of days, and then we'll be fine. And then we can start to heal up our squires. There we go, 128. 29. Yeah, we're doing okay here with their stockpiles. Could afford to even do that. Oh, we've got a raid detected. Now, there's 2 of them coming in. But where? They're going to be coming through Haystack. Now, we do actually have only 1 militia here. Right, let's go and build up a ranged militia at that location. We'll bring this one across, which is what this one was here for. And we also have the Fremen back over this other side. So they're coming out of this region somewhere. We don't know exactly where. Now, can I use shuttle? Yeah, it must be in the airfield range. We're not in the airfield range. So let's just bring this one back across as well. Now, this one's already spent some of its supply, so it's been walking for some distance. Possibly there's a siege in here somewhere. We better see if we can find more Fremen locations. Now, these are just raiders. They're just locals. They're not actually Fremen as such. So it could be out of here, for example. It could be out of Fonan. That would sort of make sense, I think. In the meantime, yeah, these are all sort of working what they've got. Actually, we're now over that one, so let's just go and claim this particular area so we can get the more spice mining back in this other side as well. And this one should be under the protection of the advanced outpost as well. Now, we've got good Solari production at this point in time. We've got to 5,000 stocks there, which is fine.
Alert and ready to strike. Walking is good exercise. We'll give them a fair fight.
Comes the other Fremen. Okay, Landsfront Council Review. So this is something where we get a chance to sort of get in the middle of this and just sort of see if we can actually apply for immunity. So this is controlled markets, so we get -1 spice exchange rate, Landstrata immunity back in through there. This one is going to cost us, leverage your reputation to not appear on the ballot. So this is going to cost me 5 of my Landstrat standings, but I like to be in the high. This one is also going to be 5. This one here is War of Assassins. The elected faction gains 3 assassins, will appear next to the main base. These just take out individual units. I don't think I'll bother with this, either one of these. Yeah, I mean, in one sense, we want to win that, and so that's, and we'd probably be able to decline this one. 3 Landstrat guards will appear next to your main base and will last for the duration of the resolution. That would be handy, I guess.
What do you need?
Still building this one up. Under siege there. What else have we got? New village controlled now. So we've got this one in through here. So what we want to do in here, now we've got the treaties group that's just come back into here. Now, Haywan. The first thing we want to do in here is we want to go and get, of course, militia, ranged militia, and heavy militia. So we'll just grab one of those. We're down to 147 is still actually okay. And the thing we want to get through here is a, not a dew collector, wind trap. Where is it? The Planscrete factory. No, it's not. It's this one here, spice silos. The refinery, the first one here. This one is going to give us actually a few things we do want to do. We want to get the wind trap. We want to get the wind trap done because that's going to give us the +2 water that will then allow us to do what other things that we need to do. So let's go and grab that one to get our wind over the minimum that's required to then pick up that other location, the other aspect. In fact, I don't even know if maybe we can even do that now. But the more wind we now have, once we get that charter, the better off we're going to be. The Water Sellers Union. Yeah, we're 1 off with the water at this stage. We're 49 out of 50. So definitely want to be grabbing this one here. So definitely want that one. In the meantime, we just finish this guy off. Nicely done,
You find
nicely
us new
done.
sparring partners?
We're listening. On our way. Yes.
Sharp as a needle.
Yep, that's the review. Construction possible. Now we're over 1,000, so we can now sort of do this other construction. I'm going to take this option. I'm going to go and grab the Plascrete. We've got the Harvester Works. Got 5%. Which way did we want to go? That one there gives me even more Solari. Let's take it. So the more we can build up our cities to maximum, like the five building slots, the better. Which means that we might open this one up and get more stuff built in here. So in this instance, what do we want? Dew collector, wholesale market potentially. Let's just grab the wholesale market. I'm working very heavily on the economy at this stage. I don't know if that's a good idea. We're up to 25 authority again, because we'll be wanting to take this one out. Wait for these to all be built. They're at 7,000, they're at 6,000. House Harkonnen is keeping up with us. Charm shares were made available to buy. Really can't afford any of these at this stage. That's okay. As soon as we get this, we can then get even more money. So we'll just keep things coming. New Landsrod Council. Right, so we have this one in here. This will be voting in 3 days' time, so we'll actually have a look at this one later on. Now we're going to get the second spice mine up and running fairly soon. Maybe at the end of this episode, I guess. The game is so well balanced between, trying to sort of target different locations for different things that you're doing. Now we've just picked this one up. We've now got 32 water. Let's go back into the Landsrod Council, and we now actually have the option to get this one in here. So if we go and click on that one, I don't think there's anything else we need to do. Effect. Is that just automatically ours? I don't know if it is. I forget how to grab these actually. Anyway, it's available to us. Maybe you have to wait. So we'll see if we can actually claim that particular location. Now, what else do we have over through here? This one gives us analyze the gifts. We end up with a whole lot of intel. Use one of our agents up to do that, though. I'm not willing to do that one. We get a whole lot of Solari reward if we send a military unit down to investigate that. It's a little way off. We're still just trying to get our supplies up here. Actually, one thing we do need to do in this location is to go and build a... now we do build the refinery. So we'll build the refinery back over through this other side. I will claim this one and just get this one to go back across and just grab that money. And we do want to go and claim this one up in the top, and then that will become a very important location for us. We will have a siege on the edge there once we've got that one. Well, sandworm detected. So it's now time. Now this one should, the harvester, the auto recall is on. So we should see this one. We should that should pick up. There it goes. Sandworm is coming back through. We're out of there. All right. We got there. We got there. So that's all fine. That was good. So we got that one in plenty of time to sort of check what was going on. Back over here, we're still building that particular location. I don't think that the sandworm will actually come as such. Just wait for all the ripples to die down. So it's searching for us. Yeah, we've got an unassigned agent yet again. Let's just go with even more money. So we're at -7 at this stage. Now the water seller contract is going to give me another +60, which would be quite handy. And we are still building back in through here this extra one to get the more money as well, the 10 Solari per fully built location, which would be very, very nice. Also do have the armory, organise the gear of House of Kaz military units. I'll probably do that in the next episode. We're sort of now at the end of what we need to do this side.
My lady.
Auto recall is still on. Can't deploy. Sandworm attackers, it's still in progress. There we go, there we go, there we go. So we've got the New Land Strike Council as well. Let's just redeploy this particular location. That worked out really quite nicely, thank you. And so we didn't lose it this time. We're now going to be able to double our stockpiles and our mining rate of spice, which will be quite nice. This is now up to 64, which means we're going to be able to take this one fairly soon. And then that should be probably about as far as we want to go. Although, having said that, the fuel cells, this is a fuel cell down in here. We do want to get that one for when we start to get the mechanized units. So we haven't got any other, have we got any other fuel cells back over this other side? Nope, not there. Nope, Solari there. Yes, we have there. So we do actually have some in that location as well. So we could go back that side. That would then allow us to probably pick this one up as a sanctuary, actually, ultimately, which means we wouldn't get hold of the energy sources there. This may be the only real source of energy that we end up getting. So if we can surround, if we just need to take this one, and then this becomes a sanctuary. I think that's how that would then work. Hopefully. We'll figure it out at the time, I guess. So we're still pretty much the Land Strike Council. Yep, that's voting in 1 day's time. Look, I think we're sort of done at this stage for this episode. So I will thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back again in the next episode, next exciting episode, to see how we go with this pretty large battle actually in this this mode of the game. This is a big battle. Oh, House Harkonnen has caught up to us in hegemony. So they must have a fair bit of authority. Now we can find that out by just going to our agents and seeing what we are. It's only at level 1 with House Harkonnen. Their authority is +4. We're getting +8, so we should have more than them. Should have more, but they're doing fairly well. They've got 8,000 hegemony. Yeah, 8,000 hegemony, 1.7 Solari. 195, so we've got a lot more stockpiles of spice than what they've got. Anyway, let's just continue on. Actually, no, I was going to leave it here, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. I'll see you in episode 6.